Hey guys, I want to show you something weird that happens when you finish the Skull Hop Easter egg and also the main boss fight Easter egg on Attack of the Radioactive Thing. We tried different combinations with different gamer tags trying to see what it takes to get this to trigger. Do you just have to do the Skull Hop or do you have to do the main Easter egg? And yeah, the answer is you do have to do both. If you do the main Easter egg and not the Skull Hop, you can't get this to trigger. So what you have to do is just play on a gamer tag that has the Skull Hop completed at some point. It doesn't have to be in the same game, and then go and do the main boss fight. And after that, you want to down yourself and go into the Afterlife arcade. When we went into the Afterlife arcade, we played the Octonian Hunter game, and we noticed that when we were playing, randomly there would be these numbers that would shoot out with the ball. They were white numbers, and they only flash for half a second. And I'll show you right here. I'm going to slow it way down because that's the only way you can see this. If you're not recording this whenever you're playing this game, you're not going to be able to see what these numbers are. In this game right here, it showed up with the green gun, and I've got it paused. You can see the 7 space 3 zeros, a 4, and then 4 zeros. Every time I played Octonian Hunter in this game, it would show up on different guns, and it would always be the same number. If there are other players in your game and they've completed the Skull Hop and you just did the main Easter egg, they could come in here and they're going to see a different number. We tried this again in another game where we did the boss fight, came back into Octonian Hunter, and I got an entirely different number, and so did the other player. So we don't really know what's going on, but what we've been able to figure out is that if we did the main Easter egg on an account that had the Skull Hop already done, we could see these numbers. If we came in here into the Afterlife arcade without doing the main Easter egg and an account that hadn't done the Skull Hop, then no, you're not going to see these numbers. Another place you see this type of strange number combination is during the step where you're trying to laser that zombie. There's a number counter and you're trying to hit a button to get the right number combination. And during that, if you look to the side, there's these white numbers that are shooting out the front of it that change, and it's just really bizarre. The numbers seem to go from 0 to 9, and then there's a bunch of numbers after it, and you can actually control it by getting off of the machine at a certain point. It'll stop on one of those numbers that's 0 to 9. And I believe these numbers go away as soon as you do the main boss fight. They'll just disappear, but they'll stay there up until that point. And they don't match up with the numbers in Octonian Hunter. The Octonian Hunter number is completely random, and this number you can control, but I don't think there's anything that could really link these two or make sense. They just look similar. And I wouldn't think too much about these numbers, and I would say they're probably a glitch, but there was a tweet that Lee Ross had made, and he said, "Congrats to all the folks that survived the bloody shores of Sonova Beach." Now, if only completing all of those Easter eggs did something cool. Okay, so if you break down this tweet, first off, he made this tweet on August the 8th, and this was just a few days after it was released on Xbox One. So all platforms now have this map, which means, it's fair game for finding new Easter eggs. So it sounds like he's trying to let us know that there's something that we can still hunt for. And it would make sense that he would hold off on making this announcement until everybody has the map. So he's congratulating people for completing those Easter eggs on Sonova Beach, and those is multiple, meaning more than one, and Skull Hop and the main Easter egg are pretty much it for that map. And then when you compare it to what we were, experiencing with those numbers, we had an account that only did the Skull Hop and the main Easter egg on Attack of the Radioactive Thing, and that account hadn't done Easter eggs on any of the other maps and could see those numbers on Octonian Hunter. So let's just say that the numbers are a glitch. Well, still something is going on because it is tracking that you have done certain things and now something is activated. So I really feel like what he's trying to say here is that, yeah, there's something more we can do. You need to finish the Skull Hop and the main Easter egg, and then we can start hunting. And there's still some debate, maybe he means you have to finish all the Easter eggs and wait for DLC 4 and then you can do something. But I really think that based on what we're experiencing in the game, yeah, something's triggering, and it might be a situation where we have to go play Octonian Hunter and get a perfect score or hit that UFO that flies by a certain number of times. And we haven't tried that yet, but we definitely will. We've spent a lot of time just trying to narrow down what exactly the prerequisites were for getting these numbers to show up. There's another big Easter egg that's still in question, and that's the RollerCoaster Easter egg on Spaceland, and we're promised that it's going to be amazing and that someday we're going to be able to do it. A really interesting tweet that Infinity Ward made said, "Completing Shell and Shuffle gets you closer to being able to complete the Yeti Eye Easter egg." What's interesting about this is that they're calling it the Yeti Eye Easter egg. I've always called it the RollerCoaster Easter egg, but it looks like they're giving us a little bit of information here. And I know Lee Ross has been talking about, look at the eyes, aren't they interesting? Well, it sounds like it's definitely going to be linked to that. So the question is, can we do it now? We know that we couldn't do it before Shaolin Shuffle, but what's the update about, Attack of the Radioactive Thing? And is Lee Ross's tweet leading towards that? We went and did all the Easter eggs on Attack of the Radioactive Thing and then tried the roller coaster and nothing happened, but doesn't mean that it's not still going to work. I really hope there's more to find on Attack of the Radioactive Thing. I think it's definitely worth checking out. I know there's a lot of Easter egg hunters that still enjoy playing Infinite Warfare and will want to, check the stuff out. So I wanted to make this video and let you guys know what's going on. It will be interesting to see that if they do an update to the game and correct glitches and these numbers go away, that will definitely say, yeah, it was a glitch, but that's okay. It still shows that you're being tracked, and that's probably not something they want us to see. Let me know if you guys have any ideas, or if you've tried some things and you've noticed something strange. I will definitely keep you guys updated. I hope this helped you out, and we'll see you next video.